Well, hello there. I've heard you like people talking to themselves while playing roll and write games. If so, you've come to the right place. So let's get right to it and play a little bit of Ganz, Schön, Clever. Now, I will explain just a bit about this game up front, but then I'll explain most of it as we go. It is roll and write, going to be rolling tons of dice, a little bit Yahtzee style, 3 rolls per turn. There are 5 different scoring zones here. We've got the yellow, blue, green, orange, and purple. Goal of the game is to cross off as many of these boxes as possible. And each of these color zones will score independently. But there's also a little multiplier at the end of the game. If you collect some of these red foxes you see here, whichever is your lowest score among the 5 categories will score multiples. However many foxes you have, you'll multiply your lowest score by that and tack that on to the sum of the other 5 scores. So you can rack up some big points here. My high score here is 252 after about 5 or 6 plays. And according to the little metric in the book, that's good for 3 out of 5 stars. So let's see if we can beat that mark here. And now I will roll and explain how the actual die selections are made. Let's see. So as we start here, we have the 5 different colored dice. White is also a wild die. One of the things you get at the beginning of each turn, if you see across the top here, it shows 6 turns, which I'll be playing for a solo game. At the beginning of the turn, you activate these bonuses. So everyone would get the ability to re-roll 1 time. I would cross that out if I use it. I'll circle it just to know I have it available. So I do have the choice here. Would I want to re-roll all of these dice? I'm not going to do that right off the bat. What I will do is pick one of these colors. And one of the important things to note here is that if you pick a high number, everything that's lower than that. So if I were to pick, say, the yellow 4, everything lower than a 4, such as the purple 1 and the blue 1, those would be eliminated from my future, second and third rolls this turn. In a multiplayer game, they would actually become available for my opponents to choose after my turn's completely done. Everyone gets to pick one of my skipped dice and use it on their board. So we'll go ahead here and use the blue 1, and I'll explain how this actually works. When you take blue, you actually add the blue and the white numbers together. So here we'll have a total of 5. I'll cross out 5 on the blue box, and I will remove the 1 from the pool because I've used that blue die. Everything else was, not lower than 1, so we'll go ahead and take a second roll. Looking at the dice here. I may go ahead and just take an additional 1 here. I could take the wild 5 and still be able to re-roll this orange 6 for my 3rd die. But I'm going to go ahead and take a yellow 1, cross off the yellow 1 box, and remove the yellow die from the pool, and take my 3rd roll of the game. And move these up so you can see them. A bunch of 2s and a 4. So in this case, I would probably, best bet would be to use the white die. If I were to use the white die as a wild blue, the way this would work is I would bring back in the blue die at its original previously rolled value, still just add the white and the blue together and cross that off. But I've already taken care of that blue 5 there, so I'm not going to be doing that. Instead, I will use the yellow 4 and let's throw a 4 in orange. I mean, the white 4. I'll say it's orange for its wild nature and put it down here. And when I do this now, I'll actually explain what orange means. Orange, you just write in the value of the orange die every single time. And your score is the sum total of all those numbers. And you'll notice sometimes there is an X2. That means you get to double the number when you write it in. And also along the bottom, there are some bonuses that will trigger when you fill those in. So that's it. I've rolled 3 times. I've picked a die each time. I picked a blue, then a yellow, Then in orange, I eliminated anything that was lower than the die. And that would be the end of my turn in a normal game. You know, if there's something I skipped by picking high numbers, my opponents would get a chance to play one of my skipped dice. I'll simulate that now for a solo game. I'm going to take a fresh roll of all 6 dice, and I pick the 3 lowest numbers here. So I'll take a white 1, green 2, and then a purple 3. And I will get to choose one of those 3. Those will be considered the ones that got skipped by the other players here. I'll use the white, and I'll use it as a blue. So we'll make it a blue 6 here and cross off blue 6. So that is the end of round number 1. We'll go right into round number 2, where I will activate a +1 bonus. Now that will allow me to take an additional die at the end of my turn from all of my previously rolled dice, whether I've used them already in the turn or not. So let's pick up all the dice and roll for round number 2. All right, what do we have here? The number 1 on the green is the easy choice because then I won't have to get rid of any other dice. So let's just go ahead and do that. It's an easy opportunity to start crossing off greens here. The way greens work, you see that the die rolled simply has to be equal to or greater than the number printed on here. So greens get progressively harder. And to chat a little bit about strategy here, you do see some of these bonuses here. Like if I crossed off this entire yellow row, I get to put an X on any green box, and it would be the next green box. So if I set that up, I cross out some easy ones from die rolls, then it gets to, I got to roll a 5 or a 6, a little bit harder. I throw in that last yellow die. It gets me the free green, cross off the 5, and then I can be back on easy street with the, only, I can roll any number on green and cross this one off and get a nice bonus. It also increases, additional number each time, sort of a ramped up scoring here. The actual point value for the green block in its entirety. So let's go ahead and take that green one out. That's my first roll and first selection. Roll number 2 for turn 2. And we have all high numbers once again. Now this is tempting here. If I had started on the blue row, I mean, rolling an 11 on 2 dice is certainly not the easiest thing to accomplish. So I could go for that harder to get blue box. I think I'll play it easy again here and force no hard decisions and throw another 4 in the oranges. And I'll get one further roll. And that is a white 6. So I could do that. I got it again with that blue 11. Is that really what I want to do? I'm not going for that row or column right now, but it's hard to pass up the blue 11 here. And now note, I do have this +1 die ability still hanging out here. I'll bring in the other 2 dice with the numbers I rolled on them. And that, if I cross this off, which I might as well go ahead and do, I can pick any of these dice. If I had multiple instances of this +1 ability, I'm limited to 1 die per ability, so I can't pick the yellow die 3 times, if that would even make sense. Whether I chose the die during the normal turn or not doesn't matter. We're in the bonus ability phase here. All 6 dice are eligible once per ability that I use. So I'll go ahead here and say the white, I'm going to pick that again, but I'm going to put it in as a purple. So let's put it in as 6 here. And the interesting thing about purple is you have to put them in. Let's clean up that 6, my sloppy mouse drawing. You have to put them in increasing value. So once you hit a 6, the maximum value, the next one is reset. It could be any value. But if I put a 3 here, I can only get 4, 5, or 6 in my next block. And you can make it a little hard on yourself putting 4s and 5s in here, forcing yourself to get that 6. So that was my bonus ability. And now I'll go into that passive player version of turn 2 where I roll all the dice and I'll get my 3 lowest values. I got a 1 and a 2. And interestingly enough, there's 2 3s. The tiebreaker for this is which one of those is closest to the game itself. So I'll say that is the blue 3 because that's closer than this yellow die is based on the way my room's set up. Let's go ahead and take the white, but we'll use it as a green. Cross off this 2 here. So that's the end of turn number 2. I get another reroll ability in turn 3. Interestingly enough, when I do this simulated passive player turn where I roll the dice and just get to pick one of the 3 lowest, not allowed to use any of my abilities during that. So we'll go right into turn 3 here. And you can see that this game does have a bit of, combo chaining here once you start unlocking these free spaces that I started talking about. And it's a matter of, having an even score along all 5 categories. But at some point, around turn 3 and 4, you really got to dive in and max out one of them and hope it enables the combo machine. Here comes turn number 3. And we got a lot of nice low numbers, which is good. Again, we can get one of those interesting low blue numbers here, but they're, I guess putting a 3 right up top here gets us close to unlocking another purple 6, which is great. And we'll say I had done that by picking the white 1. Go ahead and take roll number 2. So now if I chose blue, the white was a 1, and that would give me the ability to cross off the 4. I'm really not doing any good row or column completing in the blue, which is not great. Green is not an option. Putting a 1 in the orange, even though it gives me a reroll, just really sucks. And doing a purple 6 is great, because I could put any number there right now, and then it would reset the next value. But if I take the purple 6 on roll number 2, all of the other dice are lower than 6. So those are going to get removed from the game. My turn would just end prematurely. So we'll go ahead. I could use one of the rerolls, but I like crossing out these blue boxes. We'll start comboing here soon enough. We'll say I took blue. I added 1 to it because my white die was a 1, but now I'm going to lose this orange and green die because they were lower than 3. And I have 1 roll left. Yellow and purple. We got a 1 in purple, not great. We got a 4 in yellow. Also not great because it's not comboing me up here. But I am in danger of getting a pretty low yellow score. So let's try to complete the rightmost column here. Get that 20 points. I don't have any other +1 abilities, so I'm going to go ahead and do passive player portion of turn number 3. Oh, we got 2, 2, and 4. So I can get the blue 6. There is no... I may have done blue 6 already if it's even on there. In any case... I'll bring these down for everybody. It looks like purple 2 could happen, but I could go wild 2 here. So let's do 2 as a yellow. Let's say that's... And we're 1 away from getting a free green. Maybe we can juice up the green here a bit. That's the end of turn number 3. Now the start of turn number 4 has an interesting choice. I can pick one of these 2 bonus abilities. I can either put a free X in any of these 3 spots, or I could just put a 6 in anything. Let's see here. The 7s and the 8s in the blue are incredibly easy to get. So it's going to be really hard for me to roll 2 6s between the white and the blue. So let's cross off that blue 12 there and hope we get this plus. I really like these +1 bonuses. So let's go ahead and roll all 6 dice for the start of turn number 4. And what do we have? Blue 6 again. Yellow 4 is not what we're really looking for. Let's do the reroll. Let's cross off one of these 2 and just reroll everything. It's not satisfied with that. Okay, again, stuck on blue 6. But a lot of 3s here. I could take any of these 3s and not lose a die. Let's cross off the green 3 because we are very close to getting a free green out of this. So taking out green 3. Roll number 2 of turn 4. That's a blue 10. And I'm going to lose yellow and purple. You know, I still got white to roll. I'm fine with that. Let's go big on blue this game and just see if it works out. I'm a little nervous that my scores in all of the every other category are pretty subpar. We're just gonna go for it. All right, we got orange and white. 2 5s, not bad. Orange 5 is certainly a fine play there, but is there anything we can combo up here? The blue, if I pair it with the white, would be a 9, which gives me a reroll and the end game, fox bonus here. But as you can tell, I haven't been using the rerolls, all that much. White 5 could get me towards the orange combo. Also, I need to pick up the pace down in purple there. Let's see. I really want those 20 points out of yellow too, so I'm just going to go and put it in yellow. And let's do the passive portion of turn number 4. All right, we got a green 1, yellow 2, and a white 2. If we use the white with blue, it becomes a 5. That's not going to be an option. Green 1 is not an option. Yellow 2 crosses this off and allows me to write a 4 in the orange and get a reroll. And that concludes turn number 4. Turn number 5 and 6 have no freebie bonuses here, so the gravy train is over. All right, I'm liking what I see here. I can get a blue 7 simply by removing the white die and keeping everything else. Can't pass that up. Going big on blue points up here, and that gives me the column combo, getting to write another 6 right in there for purple. So then this third place value is again reset. I can put any purple number in here that I want. So let's go ahead and re-roll. Looking for a green here. I want to get another one of those +1 bonuses so I can get some extra dice. And this is looking pretty good. All high numbers. I only risk losing the orange, maybe. I'm going to say that that's actually worth it for me. I'm going to go ahead and use the green 5 to cross this off, give me a +1. And what I'm really hoping for now is to get that yellow row in and knock off that green space that I was talking about earlier. So I use the green. That also kills the orange because it was lower than 5. Yellow, blue, and white going in for the last roll of turn 5. Looking at my blue combo, there's no blue play using the white die. That would make it a 4, which isn't available on the board. Yellow 6 does finish this 20-point column that I was hoping to finish. And purple 4 also certainly isn't bad. I got to bring that point spread up a bit. Let's see. Let's go ahead and just get the 6 because I don't have any points in yellow at this point, and now that will give me 20 points. I do have an additional die I can take, though. Let me bring everything back in. And We'll go ahead and I'm not quite sure what the best play is here. If I take an extra die, I mean, I could save it for turn number 6, but who knows what I'll roll at that point. Let's go ahead and put it in as a purple 4 and get another reroll. I got 3 rerolls going into turn 6 here, so if I put my back against the wall, I can just keep rolling them. And we'll do the passive player portion of turn 5. And our 3 lowest values, purple 1, orange 2, and a yellow 3. Let's see. I don't want to use the orange up here because that would double up a very low number. And purple, I need to roll above 4. I haven't progressed these down far enough to get these bonuses, which is probably going to tank my score at the end here. Let's use it as a yellow, put it right corner here, and get an additional +1. Now, I definitely did use this on that 3rd roll, so I've got to remember to cross that out. I think this is going to come in clutch here, pick an extra die. If I can unlock, if I can hit this 1 and then another green, I can get a blue filled up, get another +1. I could also do that by taking a yellow. So I could potentially be taking an awful lot of dice in my final turn of the game here and salvage this score. And we do have eligibility for that blue 9, but that would really remove all these other dice from the pool. Not something we want to do at this point. I mean, I'm hoping for a yellow 1 to come out here. So let's go ahead and re-roll everything. See if we can make that happen on a white or yellow. Just got to get a 1. Not happening here. We got a high purple, but again, everything else was so low that that's not going to be a great choice. Let's burn another reroll. Got to make this last turn really work for us. 2s this time around. I'm gonna burn them all. Keep re-rolling. I want to see something real good on the white or yellow. Get a 1. Didn't happen. That's okay. What we'll do is we will take the 2 in the orange, less than ideal, but we'll make it doubled up for a 4. That removes a blue die, and we're going to still get to roll yellow and white. And if we take another orange, that gives us a free yellow. If we take the white as orange here. And let's do that. Let's take the white die of a 4, say it's wild, so it becomes an orange. That triggers a free yellow, which we'll take right here. This completes the column for 10 points. And also comes across for the row, gives a free green. That's going to increase our score by 5 points. So we took that. Unfortunately, that means the purple is off the board. Didn't quite think that through. But I get to roll green and yellow here. Both 3s. 3 is going to do me nothing on yellow. But it will certainly do something here for a green. Gives a free blue. Going here gets the +1 bonus, which will let me take an extra die. It'll also give me a free yellow. But getting a free yellow is probably not going to give me any additional points unless I grab something on the passive player turn. I'm going to be having I can cross off here and then get the 3 using a +1, give me an extra 14 points, which is pretty good. But I'm mostly worried about what my lowest score is here, which is purple. And to be honest, I shouldn't even be that concerned about it because I haven't even unlocked a single one of these foxes. This is not the best game. Grabbing a 2 here gives me one of those. Putting the free blue square here would get me one of those foxes and get a reroll, which I would not even be able to use at this point. Let's do this. We'll put it here. I get a 5 in orange. Everyone's probably shouting at me. This was the move. This is clearly the move to make because I also complete the column. I get a free green, and that gives me one of those precious foxes. All right. Now I have done all 3 rolls. I'll bring in the rest of the dice here, and we have 2 additional dice out of this set that we can select from to use these bonuses. As we discussed, yellow 3 is going to be garbage. And orange 2 would double up to become a 4. Now I could get a bonus fox here out of taking the orange and then taking the white as orange. So that might actually be the best play because I can't get an additional. I don't have a white or purple 5 or 6 that would exceed this value of 4. Let's do that. Let's take the 4 white as orange, double it up because this is the next 2 space, make it 8, cross off one of my bonuses, and then I will take another bonus pick from my last roll here with a 2, slot it in nicely there, and unlock another one of these multiplier foxes. All right, so that's all my bonuses, and that was the last round. So now I will do the final roll, the solo variant passive player roll, and we've got 2 1s and a 4. Actually, it would be the way I was breaking ties here. It would be the blue 4, which I'm not thrilled to see. But the wild 1, that can do nothing. Blue, I don't have a 5 available, so really I am just forced here to throw in a double 1. That's a very lame final roll. Let's go ahead and add up the score now. Whoa! Now, if you download this file off of BGG, it comes with this extra scoring section that someone added. I guess just a fan edit. This is not on the actual pad for Ganz, Schön, Clever, but it's kind of nice. So we'll go ahead and add it up here. I completed 2 yellow columns, the 10 and the 20, scratching out 30 points there in yellow. Blue, I got 9 out of the 11, so that's 37 points. Green, 1, 2, 3, all the way up to 28. And orange, we'll add it up here, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 25, 33, making it 37. And this all seems well and good until we get to purple here with a pathetic 16 points. Now we'll skip down and find the lowest of these was 16. How many of those foxes did I unlock? I didn't get the yellow row nor the blue row. I did get the green and the orange, so I got 2 here. Gives 32 points. And let's try to add this up. Got 77, make it 85, 95, 105, 112, add 30, makes it 142, 152, 158, 160, 190, if my squishing numbers together in my head is correct. And 190 is not the worst score in the world. Let's see here. I might punch up the rules sheet on my other monitor and see what the scoring rubric says for, how many stars that awards me. One second here. Okay. So we've got 190 points is right in the middle of the great result for 1.5 out of 5 stars. Great is a relative term here. And I guess the highest you can score here, as far as ranking is concerned, is getting all 5 stars, which is greater than 280 points. So that is Ganz, Sean, Clever. I hope everyone enjoyed that. I mentioned on Twitter that I would give him another role if people wanted to, drive the bus in chat. Give me a thumbs up if that's something you actually want to do. I mean, I'm up for it. Give you guys we got 2 people on right now, so I'll give you a moment to respond. In the meantime, let's see if I can let's see. That's my high score there, 252. Open up a fresh sheet. All right. This has been Ganz, Sean. I'm going to get those 5 stars one of these days, but let's call it a day here. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody.